Hello Dungeon Master. In this video we create a mountain pass. Instead of telling you how we create this map, as it's relatively simple, I'm going to go through a few ways you can use the map. You can then take these ideas and embellish them further if you want to for your own game. So let's roll right into it. Some of you may be aware of a book or film called The Flight of Dragons. If you are not, well, read it. Or watch the video. It might be an old one, but it is a good one. Well, those of you who do know of it will remember the Ogre of Gormley Keep. This dude scared me as a kid. I absolutely hated the moment he appeared on top of that keep. The entire scene really stuck with me. I just wanted the good guys to win and the bad guys to run away. However, when it was over, it did always leave me sad. Hashtag no spoilers. Whilst nowadays this ogre might not be as scary as it was when I was a kid. Okay, it still is, but some people get braver when they grow up. It's not my fault I didn't. This ogre to me still gives off that feeling of evil and trepidation as soon as he appears on that screen. You know by the reputation that precedes him before we meet him. The music and weather in the background as you get closer certainly adds to that feeling that he's not going to be an easy opponent. You might want to have an ogre, giant, minotaur, or some kind of other large creature that's taken residence here and gets to stand guard and pick who can pass through. You could use the same tactics as Flight of Dragons and have rumours of stories of the known monster given to the players ahead of time. That way, the players will know what lies before them, just not the full extent. The monster might have been hired by someone else more secretive and cunning, corrupting the monster with the promise of wealth and power. They might enjoy a little too much when they get to kill anyone who shouldn't be passing through, or those who've overstayed their welcome. The players might want to rely on their cunning and skill to negotiate their way through the pass. Or they may give in to violence and let fireballs fly and swords slash. Who will come out victorious? And will the monster have other allies close by to give the players more target practice? The pass may be on a border to a country or a city-state, the first point of security on the way to a larger town or city. Instead of a simple roadside encounter, this gives a bit more story and a chance of roleplay. The guards, who stand on duty dealing with everyone coming or going, shouldn't be your bog standard unobservant guards. These are people who have been trained for the job and are going to do it properly. None of this looking the wrong way or, hey, what's that? And then giving up looking for someone if there's been no movement for 3 seconds. Must have been the wind. Make the players work for their reward. If they are trying to sneak in, then they need a plan to do it properly. How are they going to sneak past here? Will they be climbing over the walls? Or the mountain itself? Will they try to smuggle themselves in with other people? If they're going to talk their way in, then the guards will question them on their motives of going into the city. Do they have the appropriate travel papers? What are they here to shop for? Who are they here to meet? Are there any bounties out for the players? And will the guards recognise them? Or are the portraits just a little off? There are several ways the players might try to get through by talking. The guards may not respond well if the players try to use intimidation. Their attitude may change from indifferent to hostile. However, if the players use diplomacy and look to appeal to the guards to let them through, some might know a little of the region and get in conversation about the locations, leading the guards to think more fondly of them. One of the party might recognise a religious necklace and could engage in conversation on this. They might be able to pick up on body language to see which guard they would prefer to speak to. Obviously, please don't just play stuck-up guards who hate everything that breathes. Have them actually do their job. Reward the players when they come up with creative solutions. You could have a new guard learning the ropes from a veteran. The veteran might know all the sneaky ways adventurers try to lie to get past, where the new guard is still more open to trusting people. As a DM, you should always be prepared for the players to do the unlikely solution. So just always be prepared for the players to try and face tank the situation with violence. If the players engage in roleplay with them, it might be that they make a kind of friendship with the guards, or at least a respectful relationship. You could then use these guards again for other encounters or adventures in town. If the players get into trouble in town, and let's face it, the D&D party will always end up getting in some kind of trouble. You just need to give it a bit of time. It might just be these guards on duty that day. If they forge a good relationship, they might even help the players out. If not, then the players might be worried when they see those familiar faces. Tonight's top tip.
The guards on the border would be an excellent source of information for challenges faced by the region the players are crossing into, and perhaps a great way to pass on some rumours about the main campaign's storyline. When questioned further, they can say it was a rumour they heard from an important NPC.
What's your other top tip?
My other top tip is to eat cheese. If you can, eat cheese.
We have a nice little place to deal with anyone who is caught who might have a bounty on their head. As the players approach, they might witness someone being led here to their doom. Not that doom. Well, maybe. They might recognise the person, or it could simply be a random NPC. This could be used as an opportunity to show your players the punishment for attempting to cross the border without the correct papers. The players have a choice. Do they help, or simply let the guards get on with things? If they get involved, then this could lead to further adventures. By saving someone, they might make an enemy of themselves to the guards, but help an innocent person go free. This person might be someone important, who the players have just gained favour with. A noble down on their luck, a member of an important family falsely accused of something, a refugee, or someone who might have some sway in places the players might need. If they let things continue and don't get involved, this might not have any effect on the players at all, and simply be showing what happens if they get into trouble. As a seasoned DM, you will have many ways for encounters to lead to others, so hopefully this video has given you some inspiration. If it has, please do hit that like button so we know you like this content. And if you can do me a favour and leave a comment, it will really help the algorithm. We're trying to grow this channel, so appreciate all the support that you give us. If you're feeling fruity, you can also support us further on Patreon, where you gain access to all of our maps and find more about our life behind the green screen. So until next time, may the dice be ever in your favour.